Hello, everybody. It is Thursday, March 18th, 2021, and I am going to solve today's New York Times crossword by Tom McCoy. And if you want to follow along, you can see the clues that I'm looking at highlighted in blue to the left of the grid. Let's get into it. So, lightly box. Look at this theme, by the way, before we jump into it. Look at all these circles. I don't know, obviously I don't know what's going on here, but this will be interesting. I wonder what those circles mean. Lightly box. Spar, maybe? Boxes in boxing. Like Santa after entering a house, perhaps, is probably a sooty, maybe. The spinners. I don't know. Let's go 14 across. Soldier of Sauron is an orc. Orc? Well, no, it wouldn't be plural. Because it's got to be an orc. Okay, so maybe something is going on with these circles. Soldier of Sauron is an orc for sure, right? And it's not going to be orcs plural because it's soldier singular. What's 4 down? His Master's Voice Company. I have no idea what that is. What the Avengers do. What the Avengers do. Who knows? Okay, well, let's keep going. Blank sort. Don't know. Blank but a scratch. 'Tis but a scratch is the Monty Python quote. Alumni divisions or years. The spinners. The spinners. I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, that is interesting. What the Avengers do. The Avengers assemble. I see ASS. Is that right? Are we skipping things in the middle? If so, that makes sense for this to be orc. This is interesting, isn't it? Is it okay, what if this is only 3 letters? Of a sort? RCA is a company, that could be. I have no idea what His Master's Voice is. Okay, so I mean, assemble seems to be right. And orc, I feel like Soldier of Sauron couldn't be anything other than orc. Of a sort makes sense. Tis is I'm pretty sure right, and years is I'm pretty sure right. What is this? The spinners. What does this say? Does this say fracas? Fracas in a circle. What is the spinners? Oh, PR firm. Okay. A PR firm, they spin a story, right? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I guess there's nothing else going on other than that It's fracas in a circle with nothing in the middle. I am lucky that I figured that out quickly. I'm lucky I had these two S's to clue me into assemble. Because otherwise that would be really hard to figure out. I mean, I suppose all of these are not too difficult. So that's good. That's because that would be hard to figure out, that you're just meant to skip over some squares. Like, that is pretty, generally in a theme, that's a hard thing to figure out, because it kind of breaks the rules of crosswords where you're meant to fill every square. But if you're meant to intentionally leave squares empty, that is tough. But let's keep going and see what else we have. All right. Ukraine and Lithuania once were, SSRs, I think? Runaway. Runaway. I'm not sure. What's 8 down? Boulevards, streets. And then, assuming we skip the middle one here, this will be 4 letters. Reddish brown. Rust? Could be rust. Up to now is so far. Yeah, so this is fuss in a circle, right? F-U-S-S. So fracas, fuss. So it's going to be like words that mean, like basically synonyms of fracas and fuss in a circle, I guess. I don't know why. Presumably something in the middle will be maybe 39 across, will reveal some kind of answer. But let's keep going. Runaway. 18 across. Suppositions are ifs. 21 across. Paleozoic, Mesozoic, these are eras. What's 5 down? Popular hot sauce is sriracha. So runaway was route, I guess? I'm not familiar with that meaning of route. Okay. Consume with of, partake. 21 down. Derek Walcott's Omeros for 1. I'm guessing is an epic just based off of the EP to begin, but I don't know that particular work. Triage team member is a medic. 27 down. Renaissance artist Albrecht, I don't know. Oh, this whole thing in the middle is the revealer. Okay, well, let's take a look since we've got it highlighted. A dramatic work depicted in this puzzle's grid. A dramatic work that's going to be something about like, oh, much ado about nothing, right? These are synonyms for ado, and it's taking the word about, meaning like surrounding nothing. So it's much ado about nothing. I like this quite a lot, and first of all, it's just like, it's a good theme. It's solid, like having synonyms for things. But I also like the fact that like the particular choice of using synonyms for ado, because it is one of those words that comes up in crosswords quite a lot, but people don't actually use in modern day very much. So it's kind of also a nod to the fact that ado is like one of these crosswordese words that appears in crosswords a lot, but there are also all these other synonyms for it. So there's going to be 4 more synonyms for ado. All right. Opportunity for a service break is add out, as in tennis. Breaking service. Okay, 1950s prez is Ike. Let's go up to 9 across. Word used in place of chapter in A Christmas Carol. Interesting. I've never read A Christmas Carol, so I don't know. Like the function f of x equals x cubed. Is it just cubic, maybe? It's a cubic function. 13 down, prefix with tourist, eco-tourist. Yeah, probably cubic. What's 19 across? So this should be only 3 letters then. Euphoria Channel. I don't know. Is it on HBO? It ends in O and it should be 3 letters. I'm going to guess HBO. And I can see, yes, this will be hubbub going around in the circle. So this is a U and this is a B. All right, 12 down. Feeling the room. Oh, feeling in the room is a vibe. Father of in Arabic. I don't know. It might be Abu. Ice cream container is a tub. What was 9 across again? Word used in place of chapter. Interesting. Is it a stave? I don't know. Bagel topping is schmear. I think it's spelled like that. Or is it R-E? No, I think it's A-R. What is this? Inject with is imbue. Yeah, okay. I think probably stave and abu. That's kind of a guess on this square, but it's an educated guess. We'll see. Hopefully that's right. Okay, awkward radio silence is dead air. Part 2 of a 3-step bottle instruction is rinse. Right? Lather, rinse, and repeat, right? So rinse is step 2. What one is known for informally? Rep, as in reputation or repertoire? It's south of Leb, Israel. What is 41 across? Group that sends you a card for your 50th birthday is the AARP. 29 down, steak. Oh, I don't know this. Is this a kind of steak? Diana or Diane? Unless something's wrong. But it's probably right. 30 down. 11 plus 2 and 12 plus 1 are anagrams. Okay. Much ado about nothing. Let's see, 48 across. Certain still life figures. Certain still life figures. Maybe like pears? Like the fruit? Well, it should be ending in an S. What's 45 down? Exultant cry. I win? I don't know. 40 down. Dance featuring jerky arm movements. Dance featuring jerky arm movements. That could be so many dances. It's probably the something. So it's not pears. Is it like the twist? Or is it the floss? Exultant cry. What could these still life figures be? What do you see in still lifes? Let's see, this might be A. Or it might be E. I don't know. Exultant cry. I'll have to come back to that. Let's see if we can fill in this corner down here. Blank weekly. Oh, maybe anagrams is not right. I feel like this should be like tri-weekly or something like that. Blank love. Utah's first black congressperson. I don't know. Goof. Slip up, maybe? And car trip pastime is I spy. Wheel track. A wheel track is what? What do you call that? A rut? Might be a rut. Illusionist Geller. I don't know, but it's 3 letters that ends in I. It might be Ari. Blank and leaves. Ups and leaves, probably. Maybe Yuri. Yuri Geller? And I'm hoping it's Rut. Let's look at 54 down. Oh, is it Alt Weekly? Is that a thing? Delectable is tasty. Yeah, okay. So Mia, love, and Alt Weekly. So anagrams is right. I think. Okay. And what is this? Oh, rumpus going around in a circle. Okay, very good. Nice. So rumpus then confirms that that corner should be correct. All right, dance featuring jerky arm movements. Yeah, I don't know. That could be. French 101 verb is probably être. That's to be, right? So that's a pretty basic verb. Naval jails are brigs, right? This is probably a stir for a do, going around in a circle. 6th U.S. president vis-a-vis the 2nd. The 6th U.S. president vis-a-vis the 2nd. Oh, the son, right? It was John Adams and John Adams Jr., right? Okay. Or not John, wait. John Quincy Adams? I don't know. I'm not good with presidents, but I know that John Adams was the 2nd president and his son was later. I'm not good at history. Structure put together by a crane is a nest. That's a good clue and a good answer. Because it's Crane the bird, right? This is probably Twist. What is this? Notoriously difficult chem class. Oh, maybe not. Wait. Notoriously difficult chem class is Orgo, isn't it? As in like organic chemistry? I think it's called Orgo for short. Close relative, briefly. Sib or cis could be one of the two. Let's see, suffix with cyclo. Cyclotron? Oh, the robot. So, Sib. Robot. Brain-enhancing device used by Professor X. All right, an X-Men reference. Oh, geez, I can't type. Cerebro is the answer there. I won. I don't know what this is. Certain still life figures? Ewers? I'm going to have to fill that in last. My guess is E, but I'm going to leave it blank so I remember to come back there just in case E is not correct. Daisy May's man in old comics. I don't know, but I'm guessing just based on the letters that that's an E. Life of Pi director is Ang Lee. Let's go for this last themed one. Tear or tier, that could be a few things. Type of animal fat, maybe lard. In favor of is probably 4. Oh, it could be pro. This might not be lard then. That could be 4 or pro. So actually, I'm going to leave that blank for a second. Bone chilling. Icy? Maybe? Steely Dan, for example. I don't know. Was brought back out for airing. Was probably re something. It might not be. I don't know. What's 60 down? Salt and pepper in brief? I don't know what salt and pepper is. The little woman who wrote the book that started this great war, as Lincoln supposedly said. The little woman who wrote the book that started this great war. What? Oh man, this is a confusing corner. Let's say this is icy. That's my guess there. So this could be pro. Or it could be 4. Or, I don't know. Steely Dan. I don't know. Well played. Well played. Nice. Nice job? Nice one? Maybe nice one. Let's go with nice one. What is going on here? Is this spree, maybe? And pro. Type of animal fat. I don't know. It was brought back out for airing. Oh, reran. Or, yeah, reran. Like on TV. Aired on TV. A rerun. Okay. Bone chilling. Okay, well this is uproar. Going in the circle. Uproar. And then type of animal fat. Shoot. I don't know this. Oh, I think I've seen this in a crossword. Sweat? I want to say. What is this, though? The little woman who wrote the book that started this great war. What is this? Bone chilling. Rad? Rap? Rat? Ram? Raw? Oh, is it raw and Stowe? Isn't Harriet Beecher Stowe? Is that Uncle Tom's Cabin? Oh, my history is very bad. And then what would this be? Salt and pepper. Steely Dan is maybe a duo? Are these doctors? God, I hope they're doctors. Oh, Dr. Pepper is a doctor, for sure. I'm gonna guess Stowe. I think that's right. I feel mildly confident about this. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. Let's see if we can finish this. Beyond clean is sterile. And Renaissance artist Albrecht. Yes, I still don't know that. Shortening for short is abbreviation. Some toy batteries are double A's. Cousin of a club is a bat. And 42 across, a kind of wrench. Ooh, that's an Allen wrench. Wait. Uh-oh. Right? Isn't it an Allen wrench? Or is it... Uh-oh. Hold on. Allen wrench. If this is Allen. Oh, a BLT. Oh, man, what a good misdirect. There, also. Cousin of a club sandwich, a BLT. Allen is correct. And I hope this is correct, because I don't know this painter. And let's try it. E. There it is. We did it. Woo! Wow, okay. Yeah, this is a good puzzle. there's a lot of good stuff in here. The theme overall, it works great. It works wonderfully. And like I said, like the challenge level of this puzzle is not so much in the cluing. I think I got lucky at the beginning that I just happened to recognize the assemble right there, and that clued me into the fact that these were empty squares. But in an alternate universe, if I had not realized that so quickly, this probably would have been a very frustrating puzzle, where I'm trying to figure out what kind of 4-letter word is a soldier of Sauron forever. But once I had that, then it wasn't too difficult. So this was overall maybe a little bit on the easy side for a Thursday for me today, just because I figured out the trick to it quickly enough. This was maybe easier than a typical Thursday. I think the cluing in general was a bit easier to make up for the fact that the theme could be kind of tricky for some people. But really good. Really, really good stuff in here. That BLT, that got me. There was another one. What was the other good misdirect that got me? Oh, the nest with crane. Structure put together by a crane. That was very good, wasn't it? That was very clever. I like having the robot in there. I like the reference to X-Men. Any kind of sci-fi or nerd fandom references always makes me happy. We got Sriracha. Just like a lot of good stuff, and even some like trivia references, like this painter or this Omeros, which I've never heard of, but like still done in a way and clued like with crossing other things that are easily enough to get, that like even if I didn't know that specific bit of trivia, I could still get it very easily. And that really makes for a good puzzle, especially in the New York Times, which is for mass consumption. There are harder puzzles like out there online from other sources that will not do it so easily like that, where like they will cross hard things with hard things, hard trivia with hard trivia, and if you don't know it, you're just out of luck. But this was done very, very well. I quite liked this puzzle. Well done, Tom McCoy. Very good. Thanks very much for that. Also, I'm a Shakespeare fan, so Shakespearean references are always fun. And this was a whole Shakespeare theme, sort of. Anyways, that's it for me today. I might do another puzzle from another source this weekend. I'm still going to do the live stream on Sunday. I'm still planning on doing that, the same as I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. It'll be Saturday night in the US, but Sunday morning for me. I still plan on doing that. I have my family Zoom every Sunday morning, and so I do the live stream and an hour and a half before that, and it's just like a nice time. It's a good, like, I wake up, have some coffee, do the Sunday crossword, and then talk to my family. So it's become a nice routine for me. So I'm going to keep doing that. But I think I will also do another puzzle from a different online source that's not in the New York Times sometime this weekend before that. So look forward to that. And please like and subscribe, as always. And I will see you guys next time at the latest on Sunday. I hope you stop by for the live stream again. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.